Hello, Gemini. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of June from the 16th all the way through the 30th. So we're tackling the second half of the month here. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what that energy looks like here for you, Gemini. So I'll be using the Pink Divine Love Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot and the Relationship Design cards by Sister Moon Tarot. I'll clarify with my own tarot decks. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout the reading. Take from it what makes sense for you, release the rest. This is part one of your reading, so if it happens to resonate with you, definitely stick around to the end of this video. There will be a preview to the extended reading, and if that's something that you'd like to watch the whole thing, that will be available on my Patreon page. That link will be down below in the description box. All right, guys, so let's begin. Let's take a look and see what that energy is like. All right, so Gemini, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What do we need to know here for the first half of your reading? Snail's pace, slow progress. There's this need to reevaluate something. At the bottom of the deck here, look at this. We've got communicate, and the card after that is messages. So expressing feelings, messages, news, and then we've got text, phone calls, and conversations. So maybe what it is that you're hoping for, or at least wishing for from this person that you're thinking about for the reading, is communication. You want to hear from them. You want to talk to them. And if that's the case, it seems here that part of the reason why things are going so slowly is because either you're unable to reach them, you guys are not on the same page, they're unreachable for some of you guys, maybe they blocked you. So there's something here that's preventing communication. So let's go ahead and find out what the holdup is. All right, so let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini for the second half of June. So we're coming to the end of Gemini season, and we're entering into Cancer season. What do we need to know here? And just because something's slow, that doesn't mean it can't happen. There's progress, it's just super slow. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is about diligence. It's about really throwing in all of that energy and passion towards wanting to build something amazing and beautiful and valuable in a connection. But clearly things are moving ever so slowly here. Let's see what it is. And maybe this person just wasn't very good at communication. There's something here that needs to complete. So that cycle that needs to complete might have something to do with whatever occurred between you and your person here. So the past is perhaps phasing out in order to make way for something new here. I'm just ultimately feeling that whoever it is that you're thinking about, Gemini, for this reading, maybe they've been wanting to communicate as well. So it's one of those situations where you guys need to talk, to be able to be given that opportunity to talk. Because you guys still possibly think about each other. It's just not moving as fast as you'd like. Now look at this card. We've got the Two of Cups right here. Soulmates. So there is this very special soul bond between the two of you. Divine Feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the High Priestess. Now look at the next card here, guys. We've got the Two of Swords, you see? So things are not moving. You guys are stuck. Very slow progress. And as I've mentioned, I've kind of just been feeling this blockage here. Not that you guys can't overcome that, but it's going to take some time. Clearly, they still feel connected to you. You could feel just as connected to this person. And then we've got the Death card. Some of you guys could be focusing on a Scorpio as well. So this is about a transformation, a transition that needs to happen. More than likely, the relationship came to an end. Even though you might not be seeing each other in the 3D, I feel spiritually connected. That's still happening here. Your souls are still very much connected to one another in this Two of Cups energy. So even though there's not a whole lot going on in the 3D world, things are stuck clearly. It's going ever so slowly at that snail's pace. So there's no communication. There is this desire, though, to talk. Maybe that's what it is that you're focused on, Gemini. You want to talk to this person, but are either unable to right now, or circumstances are preventing you from talking. So let's go ahead and see what else needs to present itself here. So I'll be pulling from the relationship design cards here. So for Gemini, for the first half of your reading, what else do we need to know? We have delicate, fragile, soft, and sweet. So if something is fragile right now, maybe it's either not the right time, or there's healing that needs to happen here. It's one of those things where you have to tread ever so gently, ever so lightly, to be able to bring about communication here, to get things unstuck, in order to bring that communication in. Let's see what else. For Gemini, there's something to do with the past, guys, that's coming through here. Memories, nostalgia about this connection. You see, even though you're not together in the physical sense, in the 3D, perhaps you're both on this energy as far as thinking about one another, focused on the memories when it comes to those past experiences together. Let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos tarot deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else do we need to know? Something happened in the past as well because of that delicate vibe. It's like you got to be careful how it's handled. So this could have been very complicated as well. You guys clearly still feel connected, though. This could have also been a very sweet love connection. Sweet memories. There's that reference to that. All right, so we do have a card in the reverse. This is the Queen of Wands, but it's coming up reversed. So Divine Feminine, this could be your energy here. You could be very temperamental and vengeful. That's part of the energy of that card coming up in the reverse. And sometimes the Queen of Wands could be very insecure in the reverse, very selfish, jealous. So for some of you guys, somebody had maybe a jealous streak here that could have contributed to some challenges. Divine Feminine, if you relate to that, if you tended to be very jealous with your masculine, maybe they were talking to other people. There could have been other people in the picture. We do have the Two of Cups, you see? So there's a reason why that's coming through twice, because you both still feel the connection. And, you know, maybe Divine Feminine, you had some arguments or disagreements. Your temper flared up when it came to your masculine, possibly because of something that happened in the past that might have broken you guys up, and why it came to an end. That's why we've got that Death card, as well as the Two of Swords, where things are stuck right now and why things are moving at a snail's pace. We do see that here. Look at this. We've got the Ten of Swords. So you guys had a very painful breakup. So they're feeling this grief, this sense of loss, because you guys are not together right now. It could be, and we're not always out to blame the masculine, but just the way it's coming through energetically here for me. It could be the masculine that did something to create this very fragile state that the feminine is in. Because if you're feeling vengeful and temperamental, somebody pissed you off. And this is the feminine's energy. But we do have a masculine who would love to be able to restore the romance. They still see potential in this love connection. Love can still grow and bloom, but as we can see, it's very delicate. It's a very fragile situation. So divine feminine, you might have actually left your masculine out in the cold, and now they're feeling very insecure about how things are at between the two of you. But what we do see here is that they still care for you. They're still picking up off of that Two of Cups vibe when it comes to you, and they still think about you. Okay, so let's continue to explore this in part 2 of your reading, Gemini, to see if we can have a situation where you guys fix this and can come back together. There's healing for sure that's needed here. All right, guys, so if this resonated, stick around. The preview, it's coming right up. And if you'd like your own personal private reading, that information is down below, as well as we've now added 2 action buttons at the end of each video where you can just click on the button. It'll either take you straight to my website or my deck shop. All right, guys, so that's it for now. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So that kind of makes sense for me, considering what we've already seen in the first half, you know, with cards like the Five of Pentacles, especially focusing on the masculine, feeling very insecure because of something that they did to create this very fragile, delicate vibe. And we clearly see a divine feminine who's pissed off and vengeful and temperamental. So you guys might have really gotten into it. And then the Ten of Swords that we saw in the first half, loss, painful ending, it collapsed. It collapsed. And so now we've got a masculine perhaps that really regrets the way things ended between the two of you, because there could have been infidelity in this partnership. They didn't put in the effort fully in the relationship, because if they were cheating, if there was a betrayal here, then they were putting part of that effort into another relationship. And that's just how it's presenting itself here. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this and see what else needs to come forward. I'll be pulling from my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini for this extended reading. Yep, somebody didn't put in the work. They were putting in more effort in another relationship, perhaps, and that's where a love triangle or a third-party situation might have formed. So if this is your story, more than likely, divine feminine, you either already detached, or you know that there's this need to free yourself from this connection because they're not fully invested. Okay, and divine feminine, you're also coming in with the energy of the High Priestess as well as the Queen of Swords. So this is an indication here, more than likely, you did cut them out of your life.